Begin. Hello guys and gals, and this is a little follow-up, I guess you could say, or is a is it worth it video. Basically, if you remember back then, I did a is it worth it video for this Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4 and Xbox One. Ooh, allow me to just turn that off right there so I don't get content ID. And I also did one on Destiny, but here I am bringing up to one of the most anticipated PC titles in quite a while, and this is Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PC. Now, to some people, you might not see the big deal, before we begin this, may I assure you to watch this, change the quality down to 1080p and 60 frames a second to actually see what the game is like. Now, this is the PC version, which means it just came out around yesterday, or basically today. I'm recording it right now. Basically, it's come out today, and I've been playing it all night. And all night, I've actually managed to play some of the online. So I did an entire heist, the Humane Raid Labs, which I actually did not record because I was so into the game, and it was actually working for the first time. But here I am telling you guys that it is definitely worth it for those of you who will want to get GTA 5, and if you have the computer for it, get this version of the game. It is by far the greatest one of them all. Now, before we begin, I gotta tell you guys about the port quality too. If you all remember Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 4 was actually the worst. My phone is buzzing over here. Grand Theft Auto 4 was actually the worst of them all when it came to port quality and whatnot. It was almost unplayable. It would not run on any computer at the time, and it was just a laughingstock of what Rockstar Games was able to do, or what they were going to do. But here we go, we got Grand Theft Auto working, and it's running at 1080p right now, at 60 frames a second. Let me just hijack a car here in first person. Again, if you're watching 60 FPS, you can really see it. It's a smooth first-person game. And if you look at the top right now, it actually does support full... It actually does support full gamepad support. Basically, you can plug in an Xbox One controller. I have one plugged in right now, an Xbox One controller you can switch on the fly. Which, might I add, before you play this game, get one of those controllers. Get any controller and play with that, because this game is near impossible to... It's almost like the flying controls are downright difficult if you're playing without a controller, so in that respect, go get one of those. But yeah, no, the game actually controls well. But here are the basics for it. This game is about 60 gigabytes. That's a downside for it. It is a huge freaking game. It's a 60 gig download off of Steam. Pretty huge. Pretty fucking huge. I will give you that. Alongside that, it actually does need a somewhat beefy computer to max out. I mean, I will actually show you the settings real quickly. So, of course, you can see the menus are completely awful for anything PC related. It's using the console menus, which they work for the consoles, and that's about it. If you go over here, you'll notice that things such as going back, they're kind of really haphazardly done. I click on that and I enter this. I can't, like, you know, highlight new game and then move my mouse over. I don't have those options. But if I go to settings, for instance, I have gamepad support, which is the first thing that shows up over here. Then I have keyboard mouse, which basically allows me to use raw or, you know, direct input, basically different kinds of input to get rid of as much lag as possible. I can increase sensitivity, which I'll do a little bit of it. Toggle aim, you can toggle that. Basically, you know, you don't have to hold the button down. All the usual stuff. So as far as that, it actually has a lot of mouse stuff here too. And then you have your key bindings, which, holy shit, this one can be a little bit of a bitch to understand. Make sure you know all these, because you can't, like, combine key bindings, obviously. But, of course, you got your bindings for, you know, multiplayer information, cycle cameras. You know, there's actually a start recording, action replay. GTA Online is one such feature you can access instantly by hitting F8, F7, F6, F5 for character switches, which I'll get to in a bit. Then you got GTA Online, and the one little issue is like this push to talk button. Make sure you change that, because you will not be holding N the whole time when you're push to talking. That's one thing I will run right by the bat. There is the audio settings, of course. Let me just go to radio station, radio off, self radio mode. Is there any way I can turn it off completely? Yeah, let me just turn the music down. Maybe that might help. Output, blah 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 blah. You can change it to whatever the hell you want. So I have stereo I have headphones. Camera, same settings as the consoles really. Display is where you can change safe zones and all that. graphics. Now this is where the real people might like, okay? So one thing you want to do is ignore those suggested limits. That way it's basically like an elective mode. You can change whatever you want. DirectX version, it goes all the way up to DX11, highest right now. And it does not actually touch anywhere under DX10, so you have to be playing in that mode. Then you have, I'm actually running it windowed right now for recording it, but you know, you can run this at 1080 pretty much. And can I change this real quick actually? No. Oh, there we go. See, perfect. So now it's actually full 1080. Aspect ratio, output monitoring, FXAA, which you know I'll turn off. I don't really like FXAA. I don't turn on any anti-aliasing. I don't really care for it. NVIDIA TXA is blocked out for some weird ass reason. I think it's because I'm on borderless window. Then you have your VSync. Usually turn that off. Pause game on focus loss. Then you have population density and variety. So population density, of course, is basically, you know, how many people are on the screen at the same time. Variety is, you know, just so they don't showcase the 3 same pedestrians on the screen, they'll actually randomize it everywhere. Then they have distance scaling, which I guess is like a lotting thing. Texture quality, of course, we're setting that to very high, which is the biggest factor in video memory, as you can see on the top. Then you have shader quality, which, you know, we'll keep it very high. Shadow quality, high. Reflection quality, yeah, I'll actually put that as ultra, to be honest. Then you have reflection MSAA, which is the anti-aliasing in like puddle reflection, so you even have that. Water quality, which you know, we'll keep high. Particle quality high. Grass quality, keep that ultra, which is like how much foliage can be on the screen. And then you have soft shadows, which you can actually go from sharp to soft to softer to softest to AMD CHS and NVIDIA PCSS, which are, you know, the exclusive features for each graphic card. So I'm going to set it to PCSS. Then you have Post FX. Then you got the motion blur strength, which I usually keep that off. In-game depth of field effects, which I keep off because they're really heavy in this game. 16x anisotrophic filtering, you know, textures, how sharp they are depending on distance. Ambient occlusion. Then they have tessellation, and God knows how many features. Then you have the advanced graphics, which is long shadows, which I actually do keep all of these off into their same points because, for example, high resolution shadows actually destroyed frame rate, which it doesn't do it right now for some freaking reason, but as soon as I'm in like the air or whatever, it actually will mess around, which I don't think is an issue with my system. This is a GTX 780 running it, this system right now, i7. So it's a relatively beefy rig, but some of these settings don't make any sense. But that's essentially GTA's graphics settings. So it's a pretty, it's giving you a lot of like support options. Like you can do a lot with it. So it's not like it's dicking around with you. Let's just go into an ammunition here, see if I can pick up some guns real quick. Let me just go walk right in here, see? And of course, you know, they got some reflections on the ground, which I really haven't noticed on the console side of it, really. And this game's running at around like 80, 90, up to 100 frames a second, so congrats. See, this is where I was talking about, like, the UI. The UI is straight up horrible. Like, you need a keyboard to do it. It's just, it's, ugh. Now, looking at this, you will notice that all the DLC from the console versions, whether it be next gen or old gen, carries over. Let's just buy an assault rifle for Michael, give it, like, God knows what. Let's just give him all the ammunition in the world. And, yeah, we'll just give it a save. And, by the way, I've just started the game. I've not delved too deep into it yet. So here we go. We hold tab again, and this is what really gets me about this game. It's like this console UI brought over, which, you know, it worked for the console, but it's not going to work for PC. Wait, hold on, let me just... And by the way, I have to click M to do that, which is right on the other side of where your hands will be. So go to inventory, and let me just take those off, because they get this really weird effect. Here we go. Now, one thing you'll notice is, like, textures on car... Ooh, those shadows are really bad. But textures on the ground will actually be a little sharper, I've noticed, in the console version. You notice that reflection quality is increased. Just in general, everything's gotten better. This game has 4K textures, explaining the 60 gig size. So even if you're not playing at 4K, the fact that these textures have been updated to that will suffice enough. Like, you'll get a cleaner looking 1080p on this than you would on the console side. And add that with a, you know, constant 60 FPS, really. There's nothing, like, it's great. It's actually well produced. You know, see, here's the quality reflection stuff down over here. And again, if we had, like, anti-aliasing, it would be sharper in there. But yeah, no, a lot of these words are pretty heavily thrown, so, you know, rewatch this video a couple times. But, you know, just looking around, you'll notice that if you're watching it in 1080 60, it looks a lot smoother. Like, these textures work, you know, like they're good. You can even see some of the tessellation on this stuff too. It really adds to it, and that's stuff you're not going to really see on the consoles because they don't support the tessellation side of anything. And if they do, it's usually you know, in-house crappier solution because it's not a part of the graphics API. But let's just let me just. Oh wow, fuck! I just fucking crushed its dick on that, dude. Wrong. But you know, there's a nice car right there. But yeah, no, the game's entirely actually first-person playable, so yeah, we'll switch to third-person. Get this vehicle, and yeah, shit, it works. Look at that. You know, it's smooth. You might notice there's absolutely no stutter. Nothing at all is stuttering wrong with this, too. It works, and it works quite well. And, oh, fuck, I messed that one up. I cannot drive in first person. But let me switch characters out. Let's go to Franklin. And let's see the load time difference. Now, versus the console, it instantly almost goes right to it. It's like the gameplay trailer that came out initially. But here we are. We switched to Franklin, and it's near instantaneous too. And I've tried this a lot of times too. I've taken Michael out to Blaine County and switched characters, and I've noticed it was as smooth and as fast. So that's pretty crazy. Let me just switch out the view mode here. Now let me show you guys the morning too. We've seen enough of it at night, so let me just go to Franklin's safe house. I'm gonna hang that call up just so I don't give a lot of spoilers out, because you should fucking be playing this game if you're into all them. You should be trying this game out, essentially. It's a good game. It's a really, really good game. But let's go all the way to Franklin's place real quickly. Again, you're noticing that everything, again, is going to be really smooth. There is no hitching, no nothing whatsoever. This is like the best work that Rockstar has done for the PC. And it really shows, trust me. And the best part about it is the mod support that's going to be coming in like in a couple days, really, because the community is so heavy for it. And one thing I did notice was Director's Mode, which I want to see what the hell that is really quickly, because I have heard about that, but it's my first time really, you know, touching that behemoth. Let me go this way. Yes, this way would be ideal for me. And again, you can sort of see that even the vehicle density is on par with sort of the next-gen versions. It's kind of just right there. Like if you, play on the PS4 version, you'll notice that the amount of cars at this given time, which is about what? 1 hour. Yeah, 1 in the morning. Alright. And again, all the exclusive content carries over too, which, if I'm mistaken, I didn't pre-order this game off Steam. I actually got it right directly through Rockstar. You should, yeah, you have the access to the blimp and everything. Let's go inside over here, and let us save the game. Again, everything is kind of redone. You know, like look at all the texture work. Everything has just been, launched up to #1 spec, man. What is all this? Holistic healing with crystals. Alright, don't even know what the fuck that is. Ooh, that's some creepy ass shit. Looking right at you, man. Coming straight from the underground. But let's just, let me just lay down as Franklin. We'll get up in the morning, and I will show you what LS looks like in the day. Now, I have noticed some frame rate issues, especially when in Blaine County, but that's only online. So I don't know if it's delegated to just that. But sometimes it'll dip to 30 when you're in the desert, which kind of makes no sense. You think it'd dip a little more in LS. But yeah, here's what Los Santos looks like in the morning. Again, you can notice that the texturing is really clear. Like, everything is really, really sharp. Even without anti-aliasing, you really don't even need it in this game, because I'm not noticing a lot of jaggies. And if you notice them far off, you can just turn on depth of field. You'll notice that there's like this slight foggish effect, so you kind of have this volumetric smoke that comes out permeating it. It's a really nice effect to anything. But it also makes it look like that the colors are kind of washed out. Oh, fuck. I cannot drive for anything. And this is why you probably want to use a controller, too. It gives you more precise when you're driving shit around or flying. But you'll notice that because of this weird, like, effect or tint, the colors kind of look a little washed out compared to, say, the Xbox One or PS4 version. Which I'm sure is an easy display fix. But, yeah, no, it's fine. And right now, the population looks a little dead in LS, to be honest. Fuck, this is a game based in Los Angeles. I mean, last time I went there, the traffic was fucking off the chain. But yeah, no, you'll notice that it's got its, you know, landmarks. Everything's there, of course. The map is the same. And, oh, wow, I'm getting good, getting good. And this is Franklin's special ability. Almost dodged that guy right there. But yeah, no, you'll notice that there is no hitch, no nothing, and everything seems to load in just fine. Now, one of the big elephants in the room is how well the online multiplayer works, right? That, ladies and gentlemen, works just fine, and we're going to switch right to that. Now, one thing you'll notice is this game actually does have a... Oh, fuck, actually, I'm going to go right back to single player once we go from the multiplayer. Well, you'll notice that one thing it does actually have is a character switch. Not a character switch, but a character transfer for the second time. So if you bought this on the PS3, and say you bought the PS4 version, you would have transferred your character, right? Now, say you have the next-gen versions like I would, and you played considerably online there. And you want to go on the PC, but you'll notice that, hey, I can't have my character. Well, this game will actually let you transit your character from the next-gen as well, all the way up to the PC, and I believe it'll actually let you do that from the PS3 and Xbox 360 to the PC as well. So that's a really big plus. I mean, a lot of people will have spent, you know, a considerable amount of time on the online component of the game. So for them buying a new version of it may, you know, hinder on the fact that they can't really bring their online avatars. But now that whole process has been eliminated, and that's kind of what pushed one of my buddies, my personal friends, to actually go out and get the game because it does transit your character, and we can play online. But you'll notice that the online loads almost, you know, it loads in the same time as the PS4 and Xbox One. But one thing I will give it, it's a lot more smoother. There has been no day one issues so far on online components so far. Let me just go back and show what director's mode is. And I'll actually show you guys the Rockstar film editor, which is actually a pretty big deal too. Let's just go back to Michael. See, again, the load times are near instantaneous, too, compared to the console side.
Things to make you happy.
Which... Alright, whatever. No spoilers here. But yeah, we'll get out of the car here, and let me see what director mode is like. So if I stand out over here, and this is my first time seeing it anyway, so we might unleash a demon. What is this? Record yourself playing as a variety of characters from around San Andreas. So you want to launch director mode. Of course I do. And I assume this feature will be quite useful in making GTA Machinima. Which, oh wow, what the hell is this? Okay, so one thing you can do here is you can go to Actors. And a lot of things are locked, okay. Beach Bums? Let's play the guy with the moobs for a second. Day Tripper, okay. What? So will this allow me to switch Oh, what? Okay, so this is the director mode. Use the switch menu. Alright, I see it. So, allowing me to basically... Okay. So basically I can play as a beach bum. Kill that dude. Make him in a frickin' tree for fuck's sake. And I can switch out. And go back to the casting trailer. Alright, that's weird. Oh, okay, wait. So, if I hit start recording, you'll notice that there is a little recording thing showing up, right? Now, I'm going to use a grenade, and I'm going to chuck it at this fucker's vehicle. Oh, fuck, these people just drive out. Oh, but that guy gets caught in the flames, right? So now that's done, I can save that recording, and it'll save it as a clip, you're noticing right there, a 15-second clip. Now, I can just switch out to Michael, so let me switch out director's mode. And here we are, back as Michael really quickly. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go here. We're going to go all the way to the end to Rockstar Editor, Wait, actually, let me see if the gallery has my Snapmatic pictures from the old console games. No, it doesn't, but it has my character transit photo, which... hold on. Yeah, I'll just upload... what is this? Yeah, I'll upload that to my social club, why not? Yep. We're going to go to Rockstar Editor, and this is the updated theater mode. So it's basically like this editing system they got. So allow me to... see I have these old clips recorded, which I'll keep for now. I'm going to go to Video Gallery. Alright, then it's got this. Okay. Alright, so go to Create New Project. And we're going to name this, and we're going to add a clip to it. Now you get this project size over here, so it can't be too big. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to add this clip. Now, over here, we can duplicate it as many times as we want. Again, the weird editing system is. But you can duplicate it as many times as you want, which, I'm going to delete that from the timeline. So we got this clip. And if I can add... Actually, wait. Yeah, go to Project Menu, add another clip, and let's say I add my clip from here. And we will add it right at the end. Now, I can actually edit the clip directly, so I'm going to hit Enter, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to take me over there and reload that whole session of gameplay, like, say, theater mode for some games like Halo. And if it can speed up a little bit, that would be quite ideal. And I can basically sit around there and edit it in certain ways that I want. So, for example, I can add some cameras here. So, I got this preset overhead, and you can scrub through using the mouse. But we're not going to do that. No, do not do that. Oh, wow, this layout's really weird. Alright. Let me just change this to... Okay, free camera. So, edit camera. So I can edit the camera right over... Oh, wait. God damn it, it's really weird, trust me. Preset right, so there's a bunch of presets, but we're going to go to this one, and we're going to edit the camera, and rotate it this way, might I add. Really weird, I wish they just use standard stuff. And we're going to add this as... wow, see how weird it is? And you can only go past it... No, you can't. You can actually go right up all the way from here, but... There we go. You have reached the maximum range. So I'm going to hit F5, and I'm going to exit that, and I'm going to save it there. Now, we're actually going to get rid of the shake, because there needs to be no shake. Blend mode. Alright, you can blend it between cameras, I guess. Effects, and you can add some effects to it, so, we'll crank up the saturation. There we go. See, it's like super Instagrammy. Add like a vignette to it. And, oh, you know what, fuck, we'll just add the Albuquerque, I guess, whatever. Audio, you can add whatever audio you want. And speed, position, set thumbnail, transition. Yeah, we can do a fade in here. And there we go. So we're gonna basically add a fade out to that. And hit F5 and exit that. And I guess we should be good. So do you want to return to the time? Wait, do we save? Yeah. So exit that and done. We're out of here, okay? So, I'm actually going to get rid of that. And now one other thing we can do is we can add radio tracks, which we're not going to add. So it's songs that we can put into it. We can add score tracks, which is dynamic, music we can add from the game itself. Then we can add text, so for example, we can add text like explosive, right? Explosive ordinary gamer. There we go. And we can mess around with, of course, size and position and all that crap. So we'll make it like green text, our colors, I guess. Yeah, there we go. We give it like, there we go. We'll make it that. Opacity, duration, make it 4 seconds, size and position. Fuck, if it's one thing I don't know... Ah, here we go, see? So we will put it at the top. Supposed for ordinary gamers. Apply that there. And confirm it at the timeline. And we can add it anywhere we want. So for example, I'm going to add it right here. And we should be good. So if I go hit that, I'm going to hit save on the project. So I'm going to hit save. And we are going to do a full screen preview on the project. And I'm not going to actually export it out yet. I'll just show you guys what it looks like. So here's the video. Here's what it would look like if I uploaded it directly onto YouTube. And there we go. Really crappily done. 5-second video. We can go to export. And export, we can do it at 30 or 60, whichever you want. We can have it at a high, medium, or low bit rate, depending on how good you want the quality to be. And that's essentially it. So yeah, that's the Rockstar editor. Now, I'm never going to use this when I make GTA videos. I'm going to make a ton of GTA videos, but I guess for the average person who really, just doesn't want a video edited or, wants to release a video out through it, they can. And in a way, it would kind of actually be a really great thing for, like, say, Machinima series, because I want to do like a Top Gear GTA series where I cover cars. So, getting those cinematic pans and all that stuff would be really great through this. Actually, I really love the fact that they added it and expanded onto it. So we're going to go back into the story mode, and that's essentially the 2 new PC features. And give it any second. Here we go. And again, by this you can actually gauge the PC load time. This is not running off a solid-state drive. It's actually a regular hard drive, and this video is getting long, 30 minutes, but it's definitely a big first look at it. And I hope you enjoy this stuff. I really like doing this kind of stuff too, because I am a huge techie. And I love, not just my games, but I love it when they look this great. They also have action replay, which will keep a buffer of what you did back. Like, I think it's about a minute or 30 seconds. So if something cool happens, you just hit a button and it records it, which is really nice. So we'll do in GTA Online, see where we're at here. And again, it's really quick when you join GTA Online. That's one thing I have to give them. It's a very quick, it's finding a session. It'll go right into it, and you'll see what I mean. Anytime. This really isn't playing into the favor of the PC version. But yeah, no, as a whole, the online is working day one. Even when I've had a little bit of connectivity issues, I was actually able to get into solo sessions by myself and do whatever solo missions I could. In fact, I was even able to play with friends, so it seems as though we're not tied to Rockstar servers, and people can actually kind of host their own, I feel. Which would make sense considering that PCs can do that. On this end, there's no like technical limitation. If you got a powerful enough rig, you might as well, right? Alright, so as much praise as I gave Rockstar on the fact that getting into games would be so simple and easy, there actually is a way to just get into these solo sessions, and they load near instantaneously, which allows me to believe the online actually doesn't really require connecting to Rockstar servers aside from their cloud side, which as soon as you get into here, you can go right to the heist, which again, I said I've done. Last night I did the Humane Raid, which is, one of the greatest moments in fucking gaming right there. I will tell you that right now. Just for that fucking heist, get this game. It's that much fun. But yeah, I can browse around. Again, it's still running at a smooth 60 FPS. I'm going to go down into my garage. And see, like, some of this UI is the one thing that just keeps pushing me away from this game a little bit, because it's not bad, but it's designed for console use, which, if you're going to make a game for the PC, you might as well aim for something on that. But here we go, we're getting into my Pegasus Intorno, which is the Veneno, I believe, in real life. And we're driving around. I got about 776,000 GTA dollars, and fuck, Rick Ross, shut up! Man, I got fucking radio off to do. But the game is running smooth. I can... Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, whoa, off. But right now the game is running incredibly smooth. And if I bring up my phone, I will notice that Simeon doesn't even have a job for me. But I can browse around and I can do what I want. I can, join up a closed friend session, invite my buddies, and have fun right over there. But the online works smooth as silk. Save for connecting to other players that are not on the main servers, but you can play solo and with friends without any major issue. Which is something I will say that the consoles weren't even able to do for me, even the Xbox One side and the PS4, whatever. When I would go onto a solo session, it would still, I guess, somewhat connect online, which, kind of a turn-off when you try to access the online, which, when it works. And here it works, and I have been able to play it with a bunch of friends. And that shit scared me for a second. But you know, another sign of even the texture quality is if you look inside the car, it's cleaner. You can see the 4K texture work being done. And here we go. See, I've gotten a mission, but I'm not going to do that because I don't really like that mission. But yeah, you know, you got the same density, you got the same everything. It runs smooth as silk. And yeah, I guess if you're into getting this game, if you want to get GTA, definitely go hit it up. Definitely try it out. It's worth the money. You know, if you haven't played it before. If you've played GTA hundreds of hours, this might not be the version you want, but I really like, you know, my GTA. I like the fact that it's 60. I like everything. So that's worth it to me. But if you got the PC to run it, definitely go hit it up. And if you haven't played this game, it's very easy. Play it now. It's a game that is beyond worth it. But yeah, if you liked my look at a GTA 5 video, is it worth it? Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more of this kind of stuff, please ask me, because I like making these videos. They're a lot of fun. I get to do, you know, my really techie analysis side of it, or as much as I can. And that's it. But if you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. I am out.